Hi, thank you for joining me. Do you know what I forgot to do last week? I forgot to let everyone know what I was talking about this week. So, this week I'm talking about on my journey with exercise and movement. Wow, that was tricky with Lyme disease because every part of my body hurt. Every part of my body was stiff. If I closed my eyes, I'd fall over. My balance just went. So, taking a yoga class, yeah, I'd either make bodily noises, which I still do, or I'd fall over basically, or I just couldn't. Even though I am naturally quite flexible. Um, so with regards to exercise and movement, okay, do what you can. Don't force yourself. Take baby steps. For me, my exercise was basically just getting my kids to school every day. And some mornings, if I was feeling really, really tired, I'd literally stop halfway at the bus stop and have to have a rest on the seat in the bus stop. And I'd just hope that a bus didn't come because I'd be like, just go. I'm good. I don't want it. It's fine. So yeah. So with Lyme disease or other conditions, sometimes movement is a real struggle. Don't force yourself. If you're feeling it that day, do some. If you're really not feeling it that day, do not force yourself. Be kind to yourself to do it. If all you can manage is walking out to a piece of grass in your garden and just standing there, so I call this ground sitting or ground standing. If this is all you can manage, that in itself is amazing. It's immense. So ground standing, so literally just stand or sit, it's entirely up to you, or crawl as I did some days. However you want to do it, it's fine. And just sit for a little while. So the energetic value of this is basically we have our root chakra. So this is an energetic point in our bodies, and it stands right at the bottom of our body, of our main core basically. So it's right at the bottom. You may see it in pictures as red, and basically the root chakra is representative of our sense of safety. So it will be a little bit out if you've got an allergic reaction. It will be a little bit out if you're in a fear state. So standing on the earth can literally reset your kidneys, even though that is a different chakra, that is your sacral chakra, but it can help kidneys as well. So the root chakra is connection with bloods. So if you've got anemia, if you've got bone aches and pains, so bones, skeletal system, musculoskeletal system, it will help balance that back up too. So this is why it can help kind of reduce aches and pains by just grounding yourself. I mean, in the olden days, they used to fit taps and put a copper strip all the way outside to ground it to the earth. I know they don't do that now. Buildings, we ground buildings, but we fail to ground ourselves these days. So just a little bit of grounding exercises can be really, really useful. Breathing exercises. So if you're not into moving, a daily practice of breathing. The breath is the life force, and it can really re-energize all of the energy in your body. So if you can't kinetically move, breathing is still a form of movement and still energetically building energy in your body. So breathe for 12, hold the breath, breathe for 12, hold the breath. You can even do this at work. So if you're sat at your desk and somebody's getting on your go, just take just three breaths. That's all it takes. 1, 2, 3. Take them as slow as you like, and that will literally help the re-energize the whole of your system. So breathing techniques, really good. Could do anywhere, any place, anytime. Can really help with anxiety as well. So breathing, still a form of movement as I classify it. What kind of exercises can I do if I'm feeling not well, or if I've got Lyme disease and, you know, moving is struggling? Yoga, and I know people go, oh, I can't do yoga because, you know, my body's really aching, and literally take it to your level. I found a really good YouTube video called Yoga with Adrienne. Adrienne, you're amazing. You really helped me on my journey. You take things to a level that I could manage. It's you can move about with it. You can do your own thing. If you're really flexible, great. If you're not flexible and can't wrap your legs around your head, great as well. You move to everyone's level. I love you. Also as well, what I found was that it could help with specific aches and pains. So if I was having really bad shoulder pain, you've got prescriptive videos that really helped unlock my frozen shoulder. Hip pain, again, prescriptive yoga that really helped my hip pain, knee pain. I mean, everything was aching, but you was really, really helpful with certain body parts that needed a little bit of love, and I could do it at home. And it was just really accessible, and I love you. So Yoga with Adrienne, please check her out, really good. She does it to all levels. So I found that really useful. I've got to the point now where I actually run. I hated running, absolutely loathed it at school. I think it's because I had to do it. And I think this is the point about having to and wanting to with exercise. Now I want to run, and I started running basically, it was the Couch to 5K came out, downloaded the app, and I'm like, not into it. It's just really not feeling it. Just no. And then I thought, I'm just going to try a different mindset around it. So I watched the clip of Phoebe from Friends running, and that just brought me back to being a kid, about an open space and just running with my mates, and you're just giggling and you're laughing just because it's like you're leaving your mum and dad behind and you're just running. It's like it's freedom, it is. So I thought, rather than couch, you know, to 5K, which is a big ask really, I'm going to start Phoebe walking and running. Okay, so Phoebe, I love you as well from Friends. Thank you. You've been an inspiration to me also. So I started walking, getting out into nature, just walking to start with. Then I was starting to pick up my pace a little bit, and I was literally, when no one was kind of like looking, I'd do my Phoebe run. And it just made me laugh, it made me giggle, and I thought, this is fun, I'm going to do this somehow. So if you see me out and about and I'm doing this, it's kind of like, wet yourself laughing, I don't care anymore. It's fine, I'm having a good time, I'm laughing, I'm happy, and I'm keeping fit. But this is the energy of wanting to having to. So this runs throughout our whole life as well, particularly with Lyme disease, because people with Lyme disease tend to take responsibilities very, very seriously. You know, we take our work responsibility, we take our family very seriously, and basically we'll probably work until we drop dead. So sometimes it's our body's way of saying, slow down, take time, just be, rest. It's okay to rest. Now, I was brought up basically that resting was lazy, you're bone idle, right? This was such a limiting belief for me because I just didn't rest. I thought that being on the go was all the time, being a super mom, being, you know, this busy entrepreneur type person was successful. I've actually realised I'm better off, I'm more successful about being unsuccessful. So give yourself a break, be kind to yourself, have a look, assess your day, and just think, what is it I want to do in regards to what am I having to do? If what you're having to do is say up there, the 80, 100% mark, reevaluate it, because you need to kind of like put into there a 49% of what you want to do. So I would say 51% have to do, 51% service to others, 49% service to self. Really important percentage there. So just reevaluate your day of movement, work, play, whatever it is you're doing. What is it I want to do? What does it have to do? Completely different energy. So basically what happens when we have to do things, it affects our glandular system. We've got glands all over the body. So basically if our glands start getting a little bit tumorous or hard or gravelly or just aching, or we become a little bit sluggish, basically it's your glands saying, you're doing a little bit too much of the having toes. You need to be doing a little bit more of the wanting to. Okay. So your body is giving you messages the whole time. It's telling you what it needs. May not be what it wants, but it's telling you what it needs all the time. So listen to your body when it's whispering, because when it's screaming, it's uncomfortable. Okay, so I hope that's given you enough practices and things to think about this week in your movement, breathing, and assessing have tos to want tos. So enjoy your week in processing these, and I love you all. I'll see you next week, and I will be talking a little bit about emotions next week and how we can hold on to them in the body, and a little technique of how we can release them as well. Okay, so see you next week. Take care, guys. Love you all. Bye.